Well, lately it seems there's bad news everywhere, but let me tell you, there is good news for all you potential new car buyers with an old car to trade in. The federal government recently announced its Cash for Clunkers program, which can mean a trade-in credit of up to $4,500.
However, the official guidelines for this Cash for Clunkers program are not yet posted. You can still take advantage of the program, though, and here to show you how is Dennis Slater from University Chevrolet. And I know that we've talked about this a few times, but we're actually going to give people some examples today to show you how much money you can actually save if you buy or purchase a car right now.
Oh, yeah, all the rules aren't out yet. We talked about that last week. The government's not going to get them out until the 23rd of this month.
But now you have a link to that on your website.
There's a link.
As soon as it's up, you can go to your website and check it out.
You can actually go there right now and click onto the link and verify that your vehicle that you're looking to trade qualifies for either a $3,500 voucher or a $4,500 voucher.
But now any car that's traded in is not, you can't resell that. I mean, it has to be scrapped and taken away, and it can't be a working car once it's traded in, right?
Yeah, and I think that's what's really holding up the whole government program right now. Is it was pretty simple to say that they're going to give $3,500 or $4,500. Where the problem is and where the issues are is what happens to that vehicle when you trade it in. It has to be scrapped.
Right.
So I was out at the
and it has to be documented too.
And it has to be documented. I was out at the scrap yard yesterday talking with Jason Langston. He's going to hopefully come on once we get all the rules and explain it to us. But they have to disassemble the engine and dispose of that, and then they can take the rest of the car apart, and whatever's left they just scrap it and crush it and send it off to the shredder.
One more time for everybody, because this is one thing that we can clarify for you. There is a time period past which they cannot be, like 1985 I think is the cutoff,
1985
right?
and newer, 25 years.
1985 and newer for your Cash for Clunkers program.
And it has to be a working car too.
Right.
And it has to be drivable?
Well, you have to have it registered and insured. Okay. It doesn't mean that you can't push it in.
So if you can't get it started, no problem.
Yeah, just call. We'll just tow it on in there. We've done a couple of program cars already. We've issued a $3,500 voucher purchase and a $4,500 purchase, and we're just starting to stockpile the cars until we get all the official rules, and it's a pretty interesting deal.
Now, last time you were here, Dennis, you were telling me that it was possible right now to get an Aveo for under $10,000.
Yeah.
And I believed you, but I was pretty floored, and you're going to show us today how that works.
Yeah, I mean, it was just because last week when we said that the new General Motors programs had just come out, and I mentioned one of them that I thought we'd get this Aveo for under $10,000. So this week I wanted to just actually look at it, and Jerome has the breakdown there. General Motors starts off with giving you their discount, which is supplier discount pricing, and there's a $1,000 cash incentive you can see on there. So that takes
it down to
14,143. Yeah. Then the government steps in. Now this is a 38 mile per gallon car, so you can get $4,500 from the government.
So the higher MPG car you buy,
if you're 10 miles or more, you're going to get $4,500, or $3,500 if you're only 4 miles better. Okay. Then credit union member. I mean, just about everybody's a credit union member. One credit union or another. There's another automatic $250 discount just for being a credit union.
Or you can become a member relatively.
Or you can become a member for $1.
Right. Okay.
Yeah?
And
so that's out there.
Military bonus.
Military. We have a lot of military people here. Automatic $500.
Okay. Now, what is this internet activity bonus?
This is something.
Is that legal, Dennis?
I don't know. General Motors came out with it, and they told us that they had a list of people who had inquired on the internet about pricing on a vehicle, and through their searches of recorded owners, they realized that they never purchased. So they sent them an email and said, we're going to give you $500 if you come and buy right now.
Wow.
So all I have to do is inquire.
Well, they had a cutoff date. So we already had the list given to us. So we're sending out emails to these people to say, you qualify for that extra $500.
But now we're not done yet, folks. Let's take
because you're going to get the scrap value for the vehicle you turn in. Now, the government's going to give you $3,500 or $4,500, and whatever the scrap yard gives us, and I'm just saying it's $250 because it's probably going to be about $10 per 100 pounds of curb weight of the vehicle.
But look at the final price. We started out at $15,000. We take with all the incentives just barely $8,000.
Right.
Out
brand new 35, 38 mile per gallon vehicle. It's amazing, just amazing.
Yeah. Now we also have a Malibu, I think, to talk about today as well. You have.
Well, I just had another example of Malibu. If you have it up there, it's a similar type thing. Malibu discount. You go from a $22,000 MSRP vehicle. GM's offer is down to $15,975, and with the same applicable discounts, you're at $13,500
for a brand new 2009 Chevy Malibu.
2009 Car of the Year Malibu.
Can I just say too on the Aveo, even if the only thing that applies to you as the Cash for Clunkers, you are still under
Yeah.
$10,000 there, even if the other things don't apply to you. So this is unbelievable. This has got to be the best time for people to purchase a
Well,
car.
you know, we keep saying we're the home of the educated consumer, and as Jerome said to me earlier, it seems like we're the ones that are getting the education now.
I think
There's
we all
so
are,
many
yeah.
programs out there. There's so much to pay attention to, and that's why when the consumer walks in our showroom, we're showing them the factory invoice, we're showing them the discount program, we're showing them how they can get the most value out of their trade-in, whether it's to trade the vehicle or just scrap it.
And we want to point out, you're very upfront with all this information. I think a lot of dealers, if you hammer them on something and you're good at hammering a car dealer, they'll eventually be forthright with all that. But with you, I mean, you put it right out there. You don't try to hide this information. You try to make people feel comfortable when they walk in because, I mean, let's face it, nobody really enjoys buying a new car, but you
Right.
try to minimize the fear and the intimidation.
Yeah, we feel it's easier to educate the consumer than try and work the consumer.
Sure.
I mean, to be honest, I think we'd have a tough time teaching all our managers how to trick them. So it's easier to just say, here it is, folks. This is the way to do it.
Well, it works best for everybody because you're creating a repeat customer. I mean, you're not
Exactly.
going to have the same car forever, so you are going to want to go someplace where you feel comfortable, where you feel like you've gotten the best deal, and that's University Chevrolet. And you can find them at 11300 North Florida Avenue in Tampa, 813-375-9250 if you have questions, and you can go to ChevroletofTampa.com to learn more, or we'll link you directly there at Studio10.tv.
Now, we'd like to talk some more with Dennis, but he's got to go close the Camaro deal with Bill Bellamy.
He's right. He's
Before
right
he
with the
leaves the
deposit
building.
check.
Make
He's
sure to
writing
give
the
him that
deposit
mouse.
check right now.
He's really excited about that.
Going up next, Creative Loaf and political editor Wayne Garcia drops in to talk about fixing Tampa Bay politics. More on that right after the break. Studio 10 will be right back.
This segment was paid for by University Chevrolet.